Sports college football coverage continues on this Saturday with a mid-afternoon clash. It ought to be a sensational game. It's the Clemson Tigers and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Here in South Bend, this is one of the most revered college campuses and college football shrines. You know, touchdown Jesus, all of the excitement at Notre Dame Stadium. You hear the echoes of the Irish every time you step on the field. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. So Clemson headed toward the football to break the seal on this 2027 season. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Quick give. It's Walton. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Notre Dame. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry-pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
On the ground, it's Mobley. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Sends it back in motion. On the snap, it's Riley. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Off the boot, looking for his man. Unleashes one. Left side is Thomas. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Guys, let's take a step back and talk about Notre Dame. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters. And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. Makes a connection. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Well, on a lot of 3rd downs, tight ends can be a quarterback's best friend, but especially this guy. I mean, he's got a unique skill set catching the football. He could be the primary target, not just on this offense, but on offenses all around the country as well. And on that 3rd down, really nice route, gets the separation, able to make the catch. They pick up the first, and they keep this drive alive.
They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Quarterback signaling to his guys. The give. Trying to find the end zone, and he's not going to make it as this defense is making it tough.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
That defensive front was a stone wall on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. On the option. He'll be stopped short. Could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy 1st down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. Big guy smells it. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
And I think that's going to be a frustrating drive for this offense, man. You move the ball on your first possession right down the field, and you choose to be aggressive, and you choose to go for the touchdown. But now you get nothing out of this possession. The defense gets the stop. They get some momentum going in their favor.
Give to the fullback. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. on the run. It's Davidson. Brought down at the 12-yard line. That's a first down and maybe the start of a long drive.
Really nice run there. This guy's so exciting to watch when he's out in the open field. Kind of reminds me of old Clemson greats like C.J. Spiller and Travis Etienne. When they got into the second level, you just held your breath because you thought there was a chance they could break it off for a touchdown. This guy has that same dynamic playmaking ability.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Between the hashes, it's Johnson. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Still nothing on the board as we open up play here in the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. The give. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Motion from the wide receiver. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
The run inside. It's Haynes. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll try to get it through the air. Just gets rid of that one.
Man, I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
So on their first drive of the game, they're going to roll the dice a little bit and go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Snaps it, and he has to have it. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game. We're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense getting that stop on 4th down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense napping.
Out wide right, it's Barres. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Quarterback changing the play. Hits inside. It's Mobley.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Out wide left, it's Riley. They knock him down right at the 20-yard line. Not enough for the first down, but maybe they'll keep the offense on the field. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half.
After getting stopped on that 2nd down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. Tight end finds a soft spot. He stopped short of the goal line, couldn't find his way in, and it'll bring up 4th and goal.
And I love the aggressiveness by the defense. 3rd down and short, I'm going to play with my DBs up. Play aggressive. Try to take away those RPOs, those quick throws, those easy routes. Did a really good job and made the tackle, forcing the 4th down.
They've already converted 1 4th down on this drive, but this the defining one. 4th and goal. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. They've converted on 4th down once, but here's the big one. 4th and goal. Power ahead. Stop. No chance. This defensive line won the battle, and they got the football back with a 4th down stop.
Man, what a great job by this defense. Never giving up, man. Gave up some yards, get inside their own 1 on 4th and goal. And what did they do a good job of? Getting pushed, man. The big boys getting in the backfield, getting penetration, not letting a hole even open up, and they get the big 4th down stop.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. From the gun, it's Johnson. There he goes. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Look out! Working the middle. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. Timeout called by Clemson. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Here comes Clemson with another 1st down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Left side, it's Brown. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the 1st down at the 41. The Tigers want to move quickly. Wants to throw on 1st. Right side, it's Johnson. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a 1st down, and they have to show some urgency here. Clemson calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
That's a throw the quarterback would like to have back. He forced that one into double coverage. That means somebody else was wide open. Quarterback really needs to be better moving forward, working through his progressions.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davidson. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. And it slips just inside that right upright. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Well, you love to see that, right? They put themselves in a position at the end of the half to take the lead. They put it on their kicker. He knocks it through the upright. So nothing but good vibes for this team now with the lead heading in at halftime.
They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific 2nd half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We kick things off with Cal taking on the number 19 team, the UCLA Bruins. And it's the Golden Bears looking to get the job done on the road. Right now, it's early, but they lead this season opener.
He's got great speed. He's got an alley.
Here now, some up.
There he goes. Open it up. Touchdown!
You can't start the second half any better than that. You're trying to come out of the locker room. You're trying to create some momentum. Taking the first kick of the third quarter back for a touchdown, that is exactly what this head coach was looking for from his players.
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. They'll start the third quarter with the run. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Second down, going to throw it. Takes it on the shovel. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And, man, you got to love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. Notre Dame right back to the line.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Thomas. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Second and long here. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Hey, how about it? How about the old toss play, right? QB catches the ball, tosses it to the running back. Listen, it's got to be thrown out in front of him so he can continue to run, and then that offensive line has to do a really good job of getting the edge so he can get north and south. You used to see that play a ton back in the day. You just don't see much of it anymore.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. Pulls it. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. And the defense got it. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, Tigers. And they turn it into a defensive score.
What a nice job by the defense. Not only getting the football out, the awareness to scoop it up. I got space, get up the field, a little caravan to the end zone, making the big play. And this offense in game one, man, not only do you give up the turnover, you give up a touchdown, and you haven't scored that many points. They got to get it together.
Good concentration to get that squibber inside the 15. And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Riley. Rushes on. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Running inside, it's Walton. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the wideout. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down after the rare drop from this dude. The Irish send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Making his first move. Makes a move. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Sells the run, looking to pass. Fires to the middle. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
And good job by the defense. The defense clearly knew where they were going with football. Double coverage out wide, making sure they don't give up a touchdown to that guy. Nice job by the defense.
3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10 as we are getting this season underway in the opening week. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got it behind the line. It's Haynes on the stop.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
So they have a completion, but not much yardage to show for it as they are looking at 3rd and 10. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And it'll be down right there.
And it's a great punt. Obviously, he gives himself time to let his guys get down the field, get in position. Remember, don't let that thing cross the goal line. Try to keep it inside the 10. Nice job down in the football, setting your defense up for great field position.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Motion from the back. Direct snap. It's Riley. Turning it on. He's at the 50. Bulldozes his way through. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Snap to the back. To the 15. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Man, how nice is it to be down, and you need to score points when you can just hand it to your running back, and he can make big plays like that. Jesse, they're going to need more of those to get back in the football game. They've dug themselves a little bit whole, but that was a good start.
Yeah, I think the defense probably kicking themselves, too. I don't know if in this 2-minute type situation, if they're expecting them to run the football, but somehow, some way, you've got to be able to gang tackle this guy and not let him take it to the house from that distance and score points. Moving forward now, the run defense has got to shore up for this defense.
From deep, it's Burrows. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Collins. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Third quarter, opening week of the season, and they're facing 2nd and 10. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Grabbed behind the line, it's Brown. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Goes high to pull it in.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
Quickly to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. On the move. Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
It's a big mountain to climb, but the defense helping themselves out by getting that takeaway. They're going to need a few scores now, but you needed something positive to happen. You needed the momentum to shift, and I think the defense just did that by getting the takeaway.
Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. He spins that thing down the middle. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
They'll move the wide receiver. The run to the right. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wideout. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. That's just inexcusable. A delay of game penalty there, and now it is 2nd and a mile and a half. Quarterback keeps it. He's dropped. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Hauls it in. Breaks the tackle. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
And listen, everything's 4-down territory at this point when you're trailing by this much.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Got to make the play on 4th. Showing the arm strength down the left side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Gets the back moving. On the direct snap, it's Davidson. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23. A pickup of 4.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run him again. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on 3rd and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. But now decided to go for it, setting up a 4th down. And this looks like a situation where you should punt the football.
Trying to get started. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Straight ahead, it's Walton. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2-, 3-, and 4-yard gains in the 1st and 2nd quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Making the adjustment on the play. Drops back on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And a lot of times football, man, it's just about confidence and feeling good and getting in a rhythm. That's not what this offense has done all day. And now in a moment where you need it, you got to put it together. Where do they go? Like, who is their go-to guy? What is their go-to play? They've struggled all day, but you can erase all of that with one drive right here.
Second down, going to throw it. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Fresh center downs going to the air. Out wide left, it's Gilbert. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. The Fighting Irish called their first timeout. And with the clock stopped, they can get their thoughts together to call this play after picking up the first. The Irish, after the chunk play through the air, back to the line. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. Brought down.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Changing the routes with his receivers. Second down to the air. He wants it all. And that one is picked up in the end zone. Got some room to run.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.